Ahmedabad and Lucknow will be the two new IPL teams to join the fray from next year. So IPL 2022 will have 10 teams once again after a long gap. The winners of these two teams, or the new owners, were actually announced today. CVC Capital Partners, also known as Aurelia, has won the bid for Ahmedabad at a little over 5,000 crores, actually 5,600 crores, while Sanjiv Goenka-owned RPSG group claimed the Lucknow franchise at a little over 7,000 crores. Let's hear from BCCI Vice President Rajiv Shukla on this announcement.
अचीवमेंट बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है और बहुत बड़ी सक्सेस की बात है। और खासतौर से लखनऊ को टीम मिली, उत्तर प्रदेश को अभी तक कोई टीम नहीं थी, उत्तर प्रदेश को टीम मिली, तो उत्तर प्रदेश के लोगों को बहुत बधाई कि उनको आईपीएल टीम मिली। जहां तक अहमदाबाद का सवाल है, बहुत अच्छा स्टेडियम है उनका, तो उनको टीम मिलना एक बहुत अच्छी बात है। उसी तरह लखनऊ को टीम मिलना बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो उससे हमें लखनऊ, कानपुर, दो स्टेडियम अगल बगल मिलते हैं और उनमें बहुत अच्छा आयोजन हो सकता है। टुडे आई एम रियली डिलाइटेड टू नो दैट टू मोर teams have been added to the IPL league, and this is a wonderful, achievement as far as BCCI is concerned, and all the IPL fans throughout the world. And what an amazing story! In 2008, at the inception of IPL, it was very difficult to look for a franchisee, and today, look at where have we reached. So this is the great achievement. I would like to congratulate everybody. BCCI, whoever has worked hard, and all the cricket funds, state associations, everybody. And UP has got a team.
Now, who are these new franchisee owners? The Sanjiv Goenka-owned RPSG group is actually got its second innings with the IPL. It had earlier bid for the Pune team as well. And what about CVC Capital Partners? This is a Luxembourg-based private equity firm which has a lot of presence in India as it is. Utkarsh Chaturvedi is now joining us with more details on the story.
So it's a re-entry both ways. If you look at one by the franchisee, by the city or by the state, and one by the owner. If you look, there was a Gujarat line. So there was 2 years when CSK and Rajasthan Royals weren't playing, and that is when RPSG group was running and had bid for the Rising Pune Supergiants, where Mahendra Singh Dhoni was the captain, even though those were the 2 years where Dhoni didn't really end up winning the trophy for them, but they have an experience of running a team, and they have done that in the past. That is there. When speaking about the Ahmedabad team, there was Gujarat Lions, which was owned by not the CVC Capital Partners but somebody else, but it is a re-entry when it comes to the whole state legacy. What's important here is that I'll give you a sense about the pricing and how big the brand IPL is. 7090 crores is what we are speaking about at this point of time, and around 5,000 crores for the other team. Now, what is important is the fact that when IPL had started, it was around 300, 500 crores what the team had really been bought for. So you can see the leaps and bounds the brand IPL has gone to, and that is a very important thing here.
Vijay Lokapally, consulting editor, Sportstar, joining us on the show. Vijay, great to have you on the India development debate. Give us a perspective of the kind of bids we're seeing. Much above the reserve price, I believe, and together at about 13,000 crores. Is it also a testimony to the scale of how big IPL has grown? Many sometimes complain that it's overshadowed the T20 World Cup.
You look at the popularity of the league itself, and over a period of time, it has grown, it has attracted the best of the players from the world, and there is so much of every contest is watched worldwide. And as a property, it has grown, it has become bigger than any league in the world. And look at the price it is commanding for the new teams. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Nobody would have thought that BCCI would have such a windfall. But I think it is good for the game. It is good for the viewers. And two new teams means more competition, a greater base for fans. And Lucknow team means the largest state of the country gets a team. And Ahmedabad is a very progressive place, state again, Gujarat. So there you have great cricket lovers. So Ahmedabad and Lucknow are most welcome to this a big, big league.
You know, Vijay, another thing which has transitioned, we heard Rajiv Shukla earlier talking about how the scale and scope of IPL has grown, and in the beginning they had to hunt for people to take on the franchisees. But in the beginning, in the early days, the franchise owners were celebrities. They were, you know, businessmen, not just businessmen, but there was, for example, a Vijay Mallya, or there were actors, actresses, and it was all very glamorous. Now you're seeing the entry of corporates into the system.
It will reflect on the game. How positive, how negative, only time will tell. The pressure would be, are we going to get quality players to maintain the high standards of the league? When you have lesser teams, the competitions are very, very intense, and you get quality players. Here, the challenge would be for the 10 teams to have quality players. What I mean is, you will have to have players who do belong to this competition, who will be able to attract viewers and spectators to the ground. So that will be the bigger challenge. I mean, are you going to get the same kind of intensity? Are you going to get same kind of competition? 10 teams means, obviously, I mean, you look at the growth, the pool grows, the competition will grow, I can understand. But how skillful, how productive, how robust kind of cricketers you will get, that will be a big challenge.
You know, Vijay, why are these companies making these huge investments? Why is this PE firm making a huge investment? The Sanjiv Goenka group putting in over 7,000 crore rupees. Give us a sense of how lucrative it has become as a business to be a franchise owner. Do they make money at the end of the day, or is it a badge of pride that you own a team?
No, they do make money. Initially, they were suffering losses, but then BCCI stepped in. If you remember, BCCI also gives close to 250 crores a year from the IPL kitty, from the profits, so it keeps them going. But off late, if you see, they have made, and they have such great endorsements. They make money as a brand. So they are not going to losses. It is an investment, business investment, and why not? In the process, the players will benefit, the BCCI will benefit, infrastructure will improve, and like I said, the brand will grow. So there is no question of they suffering losses. In a few years, they will recover whatever money they have invested. So, and they're all sound, very business sound minds. So they must have done a lot of study, and they must have had their own advisors. And if they're sinking this kind of money, investing this kind of money, they're prepared to take risk only and only because they will stand to earn good profits.
Yeah, well, nothing is done for free, and yes, an investment in an IPL team definitely comes with its perks. The limelight is a badge of honor, but these companies are looking at serious money because they have splashed serious money. Imagine 13,000 crores for just these two teams, or a little shy of that, just for these two teams. So Ahmedabad and Lucknow have now been welcomed to the party. Thank you so much, Vijay, for joining us for this quick chat and this perspective on what is happening with the IPL on a day when the focus on cricket and sportsmanship has really been marred by so many other unnecessary comments.